My girlfriend of 4 years has recently become obsessed with a male streamer, and I feel really uncomfortable about it. Posted by you/throw_ra_streamhelp. This is really embarrassing to even post about, and I don't even know if my feelings about this situation are valid or if I'm just being a jealous boyfriend. My girlfriend, 26F, and I, 27M, have lived together for 2 years now, and it's great. She is admittedly my first girlfriend, so I am a bit inexperienced, but our relationship has been steady and happy. I was planning on proposing to her this year, but my plans were squashed by current events. I know she wants to get engaged somewhere nice, but traveling right now is not smart or feasible. My girlfriend lost her job back in July thanks to COVID, and it really devastated her. It was pretty close to being a dream job for her, so she took it really hard. She started panicking about finding another job in this market. I am really fortunate to have a well-paying, essential job and minor debt, so I was more than happy to let her take a break for a few months. She was already getting kind of depressed from quarantining, her job was work from home, and I thought letting her rest and recover for a bit would help. She readily agreed and was super grateful. She really stepped up, the apartment was super clean, and she was making delicious, elaborate dinners. Since it's just us two in a one-bedroom apartment, there's not too much mess between us, so she still had a ton of free time. She got tired of all the stuff on streaming services and started watching more YouTube. Then her friends invited her to play a game with them, and she got hooked on it and started watching YouTube videos about it. I guess that's how she found this streamer. Let me tell you, my girlfriend's interest in video games before this was mostly limited to Mario Kart, so I was a bit taken aback by her suddenly watching Twitch and YouTube gaming videos 24/7. But I was excited for her to find a new hobby/interest, at first. Now everything is about this guy. She follows him on every social media platform and is either rewatching old streams of him when he's not streaming or watching him live. And this guy can stream for hours and hours at a time, mostly when I'm finally home from work and want to spend time with her. If I ask her to watch a movie with me, she'll keep an earbud in and still have him streaming on her phone, barely paying attention to the movie. She shows me a lot of clips from the streams that are funny, and I guess I can see why she thinks it's fun to watch him, but I'm getting really jealous of this guy. Her mood on the days he doesn't stream is always low, and she acts really grumpy around me. She has paid money to become a subscriber, not sure how that works, and I confronted her about possibly sending him donation money, but she assures me she hasn't. She's pretty good with money, so I like to think she's telling the truth. But at this point, I don't know how I feel. I am scared to hurt her feelings, especially since she finally seems happier these days. I made a joke the other day about how she likes him more than me, and she got really offended by it, so I don't even know how to broach the topic with her. I don't want to control what she does with her free time, but I feel like this guy has replaced me. At the same time, I feel stupid being jealous of a guy she is interested in and who is semi-famous. It's not like she's his one and only fan. Am I feeling threatened for no reason? Or should I actually be worried about this? Relevant comments. Commenter. It's understandable that you feel a little jealous or threatened because she's so excited and into this, but yes, you are overreacting. COVID has turned people's lives upside down, and that kind of dramatic change and stress leads to finding relief in unusual places. She's found it in this Twitch/gaming world in general and in this guy's stream in particular. She's not more into him than she is into you, she's not replacing you. But watching him is, well, keeping her sane? That's a slight overstatement, but only a slight one. People are taking up new hobbies in obsessive ways as a coping mechanism because when your life feels out of control, you seek pleasure and a sense of well-being wherever you can get it. You see yourself as giving her safe harbor, where she stays home all day, and you are, and she's probably quite grateful for it. But at the same time, you are going out daily and seeing other humans, and she is not. Her social contact outside of you coming home at night? Twitch and gaming. This is her lifeline. Her world cannot revolve around her relationship with you. She's taking care of that relationship, and you, with the cleaning and the meals, and she has lost her sense of purpose beyond that. Let her have this Twitch stuff and whatever outlets keep her from snapping. Please. Trust me on this. I haven't left the house hardly at all since March, work from home, higher risk chronic condition, and I get irrationally, is it irrational, though, jealous when my spouse leaves the house and does normal things because I can't. Let her get whatever it is she needs from this, and don't be jealous. There is nothing to be jealous of. Ops response. I really appreciate hearing your perspective. She seems so much happier on the outside now that I tend to forget that stuff can still be going on that isn't as apparent or visible. I don't think you're being irrational either, that sounds rough. I know she is definitely lonelier than I am since she's not going anywhere these days. She still texts her friends, and sometimes she plays the game with them, so she has that. Commenter 2. What? No, Op, you have to get a bit angry. Not over the top, but call her out on this BS. If I ask her to watch a movie with me, She'll keep an earbud in and still have him streaming on her phone, barely paying attention to the movie. This is not okay. Anyone telling you this is okay is also not okay. You need to say something like, "Hey, are you serious right now? I thought we were watching a movie together. What are you doing?" What she's doing is not respectful to you as your partner in a relationship and needs to be addressed directly. I know this might seem difficult since she's your first girlfriend, but you're being walked all over here. Update 6 days later. So here's an update. I read every comment on the last post, sorry for not replying. I got really overwhelmed by the feedback I was getting, and I kind of shut down for a bit. I acknowledge now that I really should have said something to her earlier before letting it get to this point. I posted that on Thursday, and I was really lucky that he ended up not streaming on Friday. That morning, I told her we should get takeout from our favorite place and have a little date night. She seemed really excited. I picked up the food, came home, and she was watching old clips, but I was able to get her off her phone, and we had a nice time together. I then asked if we could talk, and she agreed. I basically told her that I was hurt by how she hadn't been paying as much attention to me since she started watching him and that I was also worried about her mental state because a lot of people had mentioned she might be depressed. She apologized for the whole movie incident, but she really denied that anything was wrong mentally. I told her I would even pay for therapy if she needed it or at least try it, but she said no. She ended up really grumpy with me and went to bed early, so I guess I messed up that conversation. I felt so bad about how that night went that I wanted to make it up to her and plan a better date night for Saturday. I went out and got some stuff to set it up. When she woke up the next morning, I told her we were going out that night, and she seemed excited when I told her it was a surprise. While she was cooking dinner, I went out to my car and decorated it for Christmas, bows and lights on the inside, a stash of Christmas candies and chocolates, cozy blankets, you know, the good stuff. We had dinner, and then she got to the car and was super excited. We picked up some hot chocolate, the music was playing, and I had a whole route planned of the best Christmas lights, with a grand finale at the big local drive-through lights. We had a great time for about 30 minutes until a notification popped up on her phone that he was live. Then everything went downhill. She started watching him, and I asked her to please be present with me. She told me this was a really interesting stream idea they were doing, and I started getting really frustrated. She was missing the lights to watch him play Minecraft. I pulled over and told her that either she puts the phone away for the rest of the night, or we are going back home since she didn't want to be present on our date. I told her she could always watch later, the recording would still be there. I did get angry and raised my voice, which I shouldn't have, because she started crying. I felt like a jerk, so I just silently drove us back to our apartment, and she locked herself in our bedroom. I sat on the couch all night, and I came to the conclusion that my feelings had been hurt one too many times. Maybe I didn't give her enough chances, but the pain was overwhelming, and I decided we needed to break up. 4 years, gone just like that. She woke up, and I told her as calmly as I could that I would not be the third wheel in our relationship to a streamer and that she needed professional help. She freaked out, begged me to reconsider. I told her I didn't see the relationship being salvaged at this point, but maybe if she got professional help, found a new job, and stopped watching him so obsessively, it might. She sobbed, threw a bag of her stuff together, and left for her parents' house. Her dad called me screaming, and I tried to explain what happened, but he didn't get it. She texted me saying she'd come get the rest of her stuff after the holidays. So yeah. I guess it's over. Maybe I didn't give her enough chances to fix her behavior, and we might reconnect if she takes what I said to heart, but at the moment, I just can't tolerate it. It sucks that I have to be alone through Christmas now and that I feel like I just lost my first love to a streamer. Thanks so much for all of your advice, and I'm sorry I couldn't apply it better. I wish I had a better update for you all. Relevant comments. Commenter. For future reference, when you plan a date night, keep it a date night. None of this I planned a night for us so I can ruin it by making it about this issue I have. Aside from that, I literally cannot believe she can't put her phone down to be present with you in the moment, especially since you specifically asked her. I know it's hard right now, especially around the holidays, but you deserve a partner who wants to spend quality time with you over some dumb streamer. Most girls would kill for a guy like you. Ops response. Yeah, that was totally my mistake. I was trying so hard to hold back from bringing it up, but I did anyway. I will definitely take your advice to heart. Commenter 2. I still want to know which streamer that was, lol. Ops response. Most people guessed him right in the comments on the last post. I'm just anxious to reveal his name, and I know the dude did nothing wrong, but I'm not his biggest fan at the moment, lol. Commenter 3. Don't worry about revealing who he was, it won't affect his popularity since he literally didn't do anything other than live his life. But who was it? Ops response. Sikuno.